Hello lovies, it's Gina, aka Gina Louise. Today we're going to make these beautiful shabby chic heart bowl fillers. You can do it with fabric scraps, you can do it with clothing that you don't wear anymore, curtains, tablecloths. So let's get started and make these pretty feminine romantic hearts. Here is a list of the supplies that I used and some of the things you can use. So you can use pretty feminine clothing that you don't wear, fabric scraps, some lace or crochet would be great. I've used some thrifted curtains, sewing machine, needle and thread, Fabri-Tac glue. You don't have to use a sewing machine if you do not want to. I used a sewing machine though. And you need some pretty fabric roses from fabric so that you could cut them out and sew them or Fabri-Tac them onto your hearts. So these are the fabric scraps that I took out to do this DIY. As you watch the DIY, you will see that I did not use all of these, but I used the ones that I really loved, even drop cloth. I did use the drop cloth. I had some crinkly muslin, and this is a pinkish mauve color velvet shirt that I don't wear. This is another pink lace shirt I don't wear. Here's some lace, and here's this really pretty fabric with roses. I grabbed this paper bag that I had laying around from Staples so that I can make my heart pattern. You can cut it out of anything, newspaper, magazine, wrapping paper, craft paper, whatever you have. So it's very easy. Fold it in half, cut out this moon, I'm going to say moon, but it's not really a moon shape. A heart is very easy. If you just take it and you cut it in half, it's so easy. So I made a couple of these patterns because I wanted different shaped hearts. I wanted some little chunky ones, and then I wanted some little skinny ones. And so the first one I did was I had this piece is toile in pink, and I used pinking shears, so I had like a little zigzag edge. And I had it left over from some bags that I made. Now I took it over to my sewing machine, and I'm leaving a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I am sewing it with the wrong sides together because I want to show the seam, and I'm leaving a little area open about maybe 1.5 inches, and that's where I'm going to put the stuffing in. So here's my pretty toile heart, and I left that little opening in the side so I can put the stuffing in. And here's my drop cloth one, and I sewed it the same way, and I'm just going to keep pulling at the edge past the stitches because it's fraying up, and I like that look. I want to make a little rustic looking one. I gave the fraying a little bit of a haircut. So I made a bunch of hearts, and now is the fun time where I'm going to embellish with my Fabri-Tac. And I have my little Miss Ava next to me, and during this recording she realizes that she's on video, and I didn't have the heart to cut her out because I was giggling through this whole edit every time I see her cute little face poke in to see herself on camera. And I think she's coming soon. I think this is when she starts to realize that she's on camera. Yeah, there she is. And Love her so much. Okay, so I just took a doily here, a crochet doily, and I added that to the drop cloth heart. I love the way it looks. I actually love the way all of these came out. I use the paper bag pattern to hold down the doily with the glue on it. I usually use wax paper when I glue something like this fabrics, and I hold it down with the wax paper not to get it on my fingers. How to make lace tassels. So I love lace tassels, so I have lots of lace curtains that I thrift, so I just take it and I fold it in half and then half again, and if I can half again, depending on how sharp my scissors are, and I just cut these strips, and then I'm going to show you how I make them into tassels. And I added one to one of the hearts, and I just love the way it came out. And now I just put them together, I fold them in half, and I take a piece of yarn and I just tie around the top. You can use twine, you could use thread, string, whatever you have. I happen to have some white yarn laying around. And I'm just going to tie a knot in the top, and then I'm going to cut the bottom loops so that they hang nice and create a nice fringe tassel. I'm going to take my Fabry Tack glue and just glue the tassel to the bottom of the drop cloth heart. Now I'm just cutting out a few hearts out of that beautiful rose fabric. I love this fabric. Now I just grabbed some scraps and some embellishments, and now I'm going to decorate these pretty little hearts. This is my favorite part. I still have some openings on a couple of the hearts, so I'm just closing that little opening up. Very simple stitch. I'm just sewing the end of this down, but I use tacky glue to put the little lace edging. These are so fun. If you're gonna make these, just have fun with them. I mean, you can embellish them with anything, scraps, lace that you have, jewelry that you have, ribbon, and you could use Fabry Tack. You could do this entire project with Fabry Tack glue. You do not need to sew. I just wanted to sew because I get them done faster. I don't have to wait for it to dry, but I embellished all of them with just tacky Fabry Tack glue. When I use Fabry Tack glue, I usually take pieces of wax paper and I press down so you could hold it for a few seconds and it sticks very well. I just don't like getting it all over my fingers, and I will tell you that Fabry Tack glue will take your nail polish off. Oh, I am so disappointed with my lighting. I don't know what happened. It looks terrible, this video, but I'm going to cut it short and just show you how beautiful these came out, and hopefully they inspire you to make some pretty little heart bowl fillers to put around your house for Valentine's Day. Actually, my little Miss Ava granddaughter took many of them and put them in her dollhouse for her American Girl dolls and decorated the couch and the beds. I'm just adding the lace tassel to this heart. And I didn't put any brooches on any of them, but usually when I make things like this, I decorate them with jewelry pieces, and I have lots of rhinestone brooches that I use as well. I will be showing the final results shortly, and if you like the way these hearts came out, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more DIY videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel, and tell me which heart you like the best. Just have fun with these. They look so beautiful when they're done and you display them in a bowl or in a tray. I have mine in a pretty brown wooden tray on my coffee table, and they just look beautiful, and here are the final results. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I inspired you to make a bunch of cute little Valentine hearts. Thanks for watching.